Good evening, 47. Your target is Nila Torvik, brilliant pharmaceutical scientist and CEO of Torvik Research. Her company is a major provider of low-cost generic drugs to the developing world. However, this philanthropic project is cover for large-scale human tests in the Third World. She will be attending the Iago auction in Paris as a personally invited guest of Dalia Margolis. It is possible that she has been warned of a potential assassination attempt, so you should expect her to be highly suspicious. The clock is ticking, 47. Good luck.
Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244 and welcome to the Pharmacist Year 4 Elusive Target. I haven't done a video on this for quite a few years, so it's about time we did a definitive guide on the Pharmacist Elusive Target. So in this video we'll be containing 5 methods, I think overall it is. I'll leave the timestamps in the description for each one. I'm going to start off with the default loadout. The first 2 methods are going to be for default loadout.
Good evening, 47. The target is
So for the first method, what we're going to do is drop a chandelier on top of her head. There's very limited options when you don't have all the equipment to play around with. So we're very limited in what we can do. So if you're a newer player to this game, and this is the reason why I'm doing a guide for you guys, because if you're not really going to have much equipment with you, so I'm going to do a default guide for you there. So what we're going to do is come into this area. This little bathroom is going to be a VIP pass on the kitchen, well not the kitchen, the bathroom sink top. Go ahead and grab that. Make your way outside, just avoiding that enforcer right there. Jump over this wall and show your VIP pass to these 2 guards right here. So just go show your invitation. Once you've done that, head on inside and show your VIP invitation to these 2 guys here as well. This is going to allow you access to the next floor.
And you're good to go. Thanks a lot.
And we're going to be able to get ourselves a disguise. So once you're up here, go ahead and go into this room here. It's going to be a trespassing zone, so make sure you close the door behind you. I would recommend crouching at this point and close this door. Also close the door on the opposite side as well. Once you've done that, go ahead and subdue the guy that's in the room. Then we're going to go ahead and drag his body and hide him in the nearby closet. And of course, once we've done that, we're going to take his auction staff disguise. There we go. So what we need to do now at this point is we need to rely on timing. So we need to close that door right there and head on down the stairs. Once you're down the stairs, you're going to see a security guard and a tech crew disguise there, guy there. Go ahead and bump into the security guard. That's going to interrupt the conversation, and that's important because if you don't do that, he's going to get in the way a little bit later on. So make sure you bump into that security guard to interrupt the conversation, and then once you've done that, go ahead and find out where she is. There she is. The target's heading our way now, so we just got to be a little bit patient here. And she's going to be followed by 2 brain dead guards. So what we need to do really is just make sure she goes past us, and then we're going to bump into both of these guards and stop them from following her. So just bump into them and create a big enough gap between the guards and her. The idea is to drop a chandelier on her head, but we don't want to take out the guards. So we need to make sure that we have a big enough gap. Use your minimap to find out where she is. She's going up the stairs now in the bottom left corner. And once she's about halfway up the stairs, go ahead and climb the stairs. Get ahead of her quickly. Again, you need to be quite quick for this. Head into this room over here. Take out your pistol. And go ahead and shoot the chandelier when it's just above her, using your instinct to find out when to shoot it. Once done, head to an exit. But if you're looking for an alternative method, so this is also the default loadout as well, but it's an alternative method of doing it. So we're going to do everything we did in method 1 all the way up to this point right here. And instead of showing our VIP pass to the 2 guards, we're going to jump over this fence. We're going to stay crouched, and we're going to head over to this opposite corner. There's going to be a pipe there, a drain pipe. And then we're going to go ahead and climb it all the way to the top. And that's going to allow us to skip the steps of actually showing the VIP invitation to 2 sets of guards. And that's going to allow us direct access to the VIP auction staff. VIP auction up here. And once we're up here, we're going to head on into the attic. We're going to grab this guy's disguise right here. We're going to take out our coin. Make sure the door's open when you throw it, otherwise it's obviously not going to hear it. There we go. You can retrieve those if you'd like. He's going to come to investigate, and obviously we're going to get behind him, stay crouched, and subdue him. As you can see, this Krampus Christmas suit obviously is completely broken on this map. This happened with the Neon Ninja outfit as well, and it's happening again, where it's completely blinding, which is very, very silly. Once you've subdued the guy, go ahead and dump his body in this crate right here to hide his body. You don't really necessarily have to, but best to hide his body if you'd like. Put on his disguise, and now we're going to go and catch up with the target. Now she should be heading up the stairs any minute now. So we're just going to go and catch up to where she is. She might be in a different place, depending on how fast or slow you're doing this. So from around this staircase right here, she should be near. Yeah, there she is. You can see her with instinct right there, being followed by 2 guards. I find it convenient how there's a huge gap between her and the guards when you're nowhere near her, but when you're actually close, she's actually got guards right on top of her. I don't think the developers wanted you to take her out with a chandelier, which is, I don't know why, because it limits your options on what you can actually do. Especially when this is a Hitman 1 target. Back in Season 1, there wasn't very much equipment at all, especially the useful stuff. So he was very much limited to explosives and trying to come up with environmental kills. And it's a little bit tricky for Hitman 1. With Hitman Ward of Assassination, we have a lot more options for us. Also a lot more experience. So we don't actually have to use some of the equipment that we have acquired. But once she's up the top of the stairs, this is when we're going to take advantage of our next part. What we're going to do is cause our target lockdown. Doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as you don't get spotted doing it. How I'm going to do it though, I'm going to head back to the attic where we took that guy's disguise. And there's going to be a fire alarm on the wall. We're just going to wait for it to get to the top first. Can see it through the instinct. Right, there you go. Right, go into the attic and we're going to turn on this fire alarm. That's going to trigger a target lockdown, and she's going to head into this little room just over here. She's going to be surrounded by guards. They're all going to be like in search mode kind of thing, and you need to pick your moment for doing this. Again, because you've got a default loadout, you're very limited to options of what you can do here, but you should have a small window to actually take her out. She stands right underneath the chandelier, and the guards aren't near her. They're surrounding her, but like they're not right close to her to do any problems. So make sure that no one is standing next to her, and make sure you have a clear shot at the chandelier or the is it called the winch? And once you do, go ahead and shoot it. Just be careful because you are surrounded by guards. So once you've done that, go ahead and put your gun away immediately after you've done that, and you will get an accident kill, and that will count for assault and assassin, because even if the body's found, it does not matter. And that's pretty much it for the default loadout guide. So all you need to do is now is just head to an exit. We are going to head to the helicopter exit. It's just over here. Just one thing I need to mention about this exit as well is once you enter once you basically step on the grass, it's a trespassing zone, so you need to be wary of that. There are 2 bodyguards like patrolling around the helicopter, so to keep out their line of sight before you enter the helicopter. So there we go. Let's move on to the next method. Next method is going to be involving a environmental explosion. So it's going to be an accident kill. So bring any remote explosive rubber duck that you have. Do not bring a proximity. Make sure you bring a remote explosive rubber duck. Any of them will be fine as long as it's remote explosive. take your remote explosive out at the start of the mission and go ahead and put it right about there, which is right. You can line it up with like the middle of that disabled parking sign. We need to make sure that the explosive doesn't actually take her out, and the car actually does. Once you're at this point, go ahead and bump into her guards to slow the guards down to create the gap between her and the guards. And as she walks past the left door of that car, go ahead and trigger the detonate the remote. That will be a target eliminated, accident kill, explosion kill. So the rubber duck exploded the car, and the car took her out for an accident kill. So there we go. Next method. This method is going to be involving the durian. You can lock this in Ambrose Island. Nice and easily. So that's pretty much all we need. So what we're going to do with this one is, of course, use the durian to make the target sick. And we're also going to use it on a guard as well. So what we need to do is approach the target and bump into it just to make her stop. And throw the durian right in the middle of the area between the guards and her. Because what we want to do is make sure that we get all three of them in the gas cloud. So all three are affected. And if it didn't work for you, just go ahead and restart the mission and try again until this works. Because I tested this 3 times in a row and it worked every single time. But if it doesn't work, just restart and try again. What you got to do is just make sure you throw it in between the target and the guards, so all 3 of them hit the gas cloud. So all 3 of them are going to be seeking bathrooms, and our target is going to be seeking one of the bathrooms where we're going to go ahead and meet her. And we're going to go ahead and drown her. Now, because her two bodyguards, are also seeking bathrooms as well, they are not going to cause you any trouble. Now, she should enter the first bathroom, but she does sometimes go into the second one. But just keep in mind as well, if 2 toilets are occupied and 3 people want to use it, once you initiate the drowning of the target, the third person that's looking for a bathroom, he will immediately think that bathroom's now available again, straight away. And he will start walking immediately towards the bathroom that's available. So we need to make sure that he is walking got a little bit of a distance between us and the target. So you've got plenty of time to drown this target before he comes back. Unless he's closer to another puke spot.
Well done.
There we go. We've now drowned her, so that's an accident kill. Again, you can leave the body there. Doesn't matter if it's spotted or anything. And we can head to an exit. Now, I'm going to do an alternative version of this. However, we're going to set a trap for the final method. If you don't have the durian, or if you find it a little bit too difficult. But we are going to be using the Seeker one. So once we've headed to the exit here, we can move on to the next method. Done. Right, this method involves using the Seeker one, and it involves using the ICA remote micro taser. The remote micro taser, not the proximity.
Good evening, 47. The target
Now, at the very start, what we're going to do is head on over to our target. She's going to be spawning over here with her guards. We're going to take out our Seeker and shoot the target as she walks by. You can create yourself a better angle if you'd like. It doesn't really matter how much time it takes you to do this. If you think that's a tricky shot, you can line it up a little bit better than I showed you there. But either way, once we've darted her, she's going to head to the bathroom. Now, at this point, it doesn't matter about the guards following her, like it was in the previous method, because in this method, we're going to set a trap. And now, again, I must insist you have to use the remote micro taser. You unlock that in, I believe, Berlin. I can't remember which mastery level, but I think it's quite a low one. I think it's like mastery level 5 or something. And she's going to head into this bathroom right here. So what we're going to do is overflow the sink. That's going to flood the bathroom, and we're going to drop the taser on the floor. So go into your inventory and click the drop button. On PS5 or PS4, it's going to be triangle. So go ahead and drop that. She should be over here momentarily. You can actually wait at the exit if you really like. You don't have to witness this or anything like that. And we're going to go ahead and trigger it anytime you like. It doesn't really matter, as long as you're not too late. Otherwise, you might actually zap her guards as well. So I'm just going to set it off now. But yeah, if you use the proximity, you might end up zapping yourself, and you might end up taking yourself out. So you need to be very, very careful. So that's the reason why I recommend just using the remote micro taser, and you should be good. Anyway, once we've done that and we've taken her out, we're going to exit the mission, and we should have Silent Assassin. So that's 5 methods there, all Silent Assassin, and you should have no troubles doing any of them. If you've got any questions about these, though, feel free to comment in the comments below and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, let's just get a confirmation of that Silent Assassin, and then we can wrap up the video. There we go. Silent Assassin done. There we go. So yeah, hopefully that's helped you out. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like on the video if it helped you out, or if you enjoyed it, drop a like. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and then click the bell icon to then click all notifications to be notified of all future videos and live streams, so you don't miss any of those uploads or live streams. Consider supporting me on Patreon, or even becoming a member, or by clicking the join button below, or clicking the link in the description for all the details of that, so you get your name posted in these credits as well for all the people that have been supporting me recently. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Cheers.